Welcome back, traders. Hope you're easing into the final stretch of 2025, maybe getting some well-deserved downtime.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. So markets wrapped up Tuesday with another quiet pullback, very similar to what we saw yesterday.
Right. It continues that modest consolidation we were talking about last week.
Exactly. Those symmetrical triangles are, still tightening up on the NASDAQ proxies. We saw silver bounce hard, and Bitcoin is just holding steady. So there's plenty of coiled energy heading into the new year.
A lot of it, yeah.
You're tuned into the Stock Market Summary Series. And as you guys know, none of this is buying or selling advice. We're just here for commentary and education.
Just our take on the markets.
Exactly. Nothing here is financial advice. Okay, let's get into it.
So I think what's central to today's action is just how thin the liquidity is. It's forcing moves that are almost entirely technical.
Very little conviction behind them.
Zero conviction.
Yep.
And the indices, they all reflected this. So SPY slipped about negative 0.13%, DIA dropped 0.21%, and QQQ lost 0.23%.
All pretty tight.
All very tight. But the small caps, the IWM, that's where the action was. It absorbed most of the selling pressure, down 0.74%.
And that slight pressure on the Qs puts it right at a technical decision point. I mean, if you pull up the daily chart, it's resting perfectly on the 20-day moving average.
Right on the money.
That symmetrical triangle we mentioned last week is not just some pattern on a chart. You have to think of it like a spring being wound tighter and tighter.
It's storing energy.
Yeah, this sideways action is just classic consolidation. It's storing potential energy for the next big move.
It is consolidation, but you have to ask, is it accumulation? And while the QQQ is defending that 20-day, I think the IWM is the critical canary here.
Right.
Because despite taking more heat today, small caps are still holding firm above their 50-day MA. That is a pretty significant technical defense. It stops the whole structure from, evaporating.
Speaking of things that are spring-loaded, let's talk setups. One name that's showing some relative resilience is QTUM, the Defiance Quantum ETF.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one.
It's just tightly squeezed right between its 20 and 50-day averages. And we saw communication services show some relative strengths today, while the big dogs, tech and financials, they kind of lagged.
And that action really requires ironclad risk discipline. I mean, especially when volume is this low.
Of course.
Look, the practical wisdom here is knowing that the noise will try to shake you out. You have to use your higher time frame context to confirm if you're in true consolidation.
So zoom out a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Step back from the 15-minute chart. Apply those robust pattern recognition techniques. The kind of risk management we really drill down on in our mentorship program.
And as always, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or maybe a question about the markets, just drop it in the comments. We might cover it in an upcoming episode.
We always read them.
And by the way, if you're enjoying this and you appreciate these market summaries, do us a big favor and hit that like button. It's totally free, and it helps us out in a big way. And click subscribe, too, so you don't miss a beat. You can always unsubscribe later.
So, since the markets are so technically driven right now, let's just check the macro context. The economic calendar is quiet, which, for technicians, that's a good thing.
Yeah, less noise.
But the market is clearly waiting for something.
And that lack of macro commitment is, it's perfectly reflected in crypto. Bitcoin is just showing some stubborn consolidation. It edged up, about 0.89% today?
Yeah, just under 1%.
So it's holding that $85,000 to $90,000 range we've been tracking. It's just building that tension without actually committing to a breakout.
But here's where there is a significant divergence. The metals.
Okay.
While tech is just kind of holding, silver is jumping. Yesterday's pullback, GLD had a small gain, but SLV jumped a massive 4.5%.
Wow, so it recouped most of yesterday's drop.
Almost all of it. So you have to ask, why is that precious metal strength returning when the indices are just chopping sideways? It suggests that cross-asset rotation is really key right now.
So what does this all mean for you watching? The fact that indices are tightening up, small caps are holding that key support, and silver is staging this sharp reversal. It just underlines the need for, comprehensive skills.
You have to see the whole board.
Exactly. And that is precisely why the Grok Trade trading mentorship focuses so intensely on pattern recognition, on synthesizing those cross-asset reads, and perfecting that ironclad risk discipline. It's personalized coaching that supports you until you've recouped your investment and, frankly, well beyond.
At the end of the day, today's mild downside is really just symptomatic of year-end housekeeping, position squaring. But the setups are clear.
Yep.
Those coiling structures and tech proxies and specialized plays like QTUM, even in Bitcoin, they all confirm that some significant potential energy is simmering just under the surface as we get ready for 2026.
Well said. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear them. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Take care.
Hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.